How you doing? I got the garage all painted, waiting for it to dry. They've been having a problem with the cold water line going up to the kitchen sink freezing. And I said, well, I'll go down and take a look, see what I can find. I wanted to show it to you. One of the things is that there's a grill here, right, to get air into the crawl space. And it's right where the pipes are at. I can't tell if you can see them or not. Too much glare on my iPad, but they're right there. They had insulation in here, but it was just stuffed in there solid. Insulation only works if it's fluffy. If you pack it in, it doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the grill and I'm putting on the metal tape so it's sealed from the outside. Then I'll just screw that right back here onto the wall. Inside, I'm going to take this electrical pipe tape. This goes right on the bottom of the pipe. You tape that on with electrical tape. I bought a 6-foot piece. I'm going to put 3 foot of it on the hot, 3 foot of it on the cold. Then I'm going to wrap it in fiberglass insulation. Then loosely, you want it to be loose. And then I'm going to take some more of my metal tape and I'll wrap that around the insulation to make sure the insulation stays on. And then this area that is between the pipe and that grill, I'm going to use some of the gap filler to make sure that this area directly behind that vent is sealed real well. Then I'm going to loosely put insulation in behind the pipe and not in front of it. We want the pipe to be exposed to the inside of the crawl space. This particular crawl space has hot water pipe like the warm board that goes on top. This has the hot water pipe in the floor, but it's attached to the bottom of the floor and radiates up. It's not the best way to go, but the house was already built when they put it in. So anyway, I'll show you the inside once I get in there. Beautiful out there, isn't it? Nice. So that shows you how much light is coming through that grill. Even though I taped it off, I put my 4 screws back in, and you can see that's how much light is coming in. So there's no way, no matter how much insulation you were just stuff in there like that, that it's going to work very well for us. So my next step now will be to take and put foam in, the spray foam out of the can, to make sure that all gets sealed in real well. Now that I've got the foam in, you can see how that you can't see anything from the outside. So I've got the foam in place. You can see how I've taken the wire, I've wrapped it around my pipe, and I've attached that with electrical tape. Now I'm going to show you what's next with the insulation around the pipe itself. So I've got my insulation wrapped around my pipes now. I have the heat tape wrapped around them first, then I put my insulation around them. That clear pipe you see right there is the hot water in-floor heat. So what I'll do is I'm not going to shove the insulation back up into there. That will also allow the hot water heat to come down. It's just the inside of the cabinet, so it won't really matter. But they won't have any more problem with their pipes freezing. I can't get my hands in and around to get any insulation wrap, any of my tape to wrap around the insulation. It's also not in an area that anybody would disturb. If it was somewhere it's going to be disturbed, see, I could get a couple pieces around there just to make sure it's held in place. But they won't have any more problems. They really shouldn't even have to plug it in, and it would still work, but we'll certainly do that. Thank you. Gonna go paint the garage.